All right, party people, welcome back to Zero Dark Nerdy, the galaxy's most favorite dad and daughter pop culture podcast. Brought to you by the Believe Podcast Network, Sailfish Comics, with three incredible locations right here in North Carolina, one in Winston-Salem, one in Greensboro, one in Concord. Of course, our good friends over at Fox 8. We have brand new episodes every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Fox 8, as well as my Fox 8 Plus. And you can find us on our YouTube channel, Zero Dark Nerdy, as well as the Fox 8 YouTube channel. We got a new website courtesy of our good friends over at Zibster, aka PhotoBiz. You can now find us at zdnpodcast.com. That's the initials for Zero Dark Nerdy, zdnpodcast.com. Doesn't get any easier. You know, Pop Culture Podcast really did sum it up, but ZDN Podcast makes it a little bit easier for everybody to find us. Last but not least, our good friends over at Golden Ticket Cinemas for all of your favorite cinematic adventures here in Greensboro, as well as 20-plus locations from the East Coast as far away as Colorado. So be sure to check them out. They've been restoring a lot of, town favorite local movie theaters and bringing them up to the 21st, 22nd century, whatever you call it nowadays.
21st.
21st. Yeah, 21st. So my name is Brian, a.k.a. El Nino. This is Lucy, a.k.a. Baby Rock.
And AKA Jeff the Shark, AKA Scrappy Doo.
That's right. That's right.
Do what a Scrappy.
Scrappy Doo.
And Jordan, AKA Baby Knife.
There we go. We are going to be talking about all things award season, primarily the Academy Awards. They were on last night. This episode will come out this week. So, fresh new episode. Again, big thank you to our friends over at Fox 8. Catch it on Fox 8. You can catch the full, unedited, raw version on our YouTube channel. Again, Zero Dark Nerdy. Like, subscribe, follow. Let us know what kind of episodes you want. The whole 9 yards. And again, you can also let us know on our brand new revamped website, zdnpodcast.com. So, since it was last night, let's go ahead and start with the Academy Awards, also known as the Oscars. I gotta say, this was the first time I've actually watched the Academy Awards from start to finish in a long time. In a very long time. And I must say, they did such a great job last night. I mean, we have some gripes. There were some technical difficulties there. I don't know what's going on in the what do you call it? The truck that has all the equipment and all that.
The
Sound booth. Whatever was going on with the sound, especially with the microphones. I don't know what was going on, but the intro, the weapons intro, Chef's Kiss, the way that they ran through the majority of the movies, that literally as well as figuratively speaking ran through. Conan dressed up as, what's her name? Aunt Gladys. With the kids chasing him through the set of sinners, of course through the set of weapons, F1, one battle after another, the whole 9 yards. It was just perfect, absolutely perfect in my opinion. And then going right to his monologue, I honestly thought it was fantastic. I have not audibly laughed out loud like that in a very long time. And I thought, of course they weren't all hits, but it was probably 95% just comedic gold. The jabs there, especially with the extra security for Timothée Chalamet after the comments he's made the last few weeks, which we'll get to that in a little bit. Mm-hmm. It was a really entertaining show, to be quite honest with you. It wasn't all great, I will say, and I know a lot of this stuff gets written for the presenters. A lot of it was, you're going to get that, they may not play they may not play off each other well, or it just may not be written well. Some were kind of cringe, some were kind of awkward, but Conan honestly crushed it. Yeah. Absolutely crushed it, to the point to where I now want to watch the Academy Awards from start to finish every year moving forward. It's always been known as the stuffy show, the show that's too serious, which, a lot of the categories, a lot of the stuff, it is a lot of films that most people, it's not the MTV Movie Awards. Mm-hmm. It's not the Golden Globes either. It's definitely for the more quote unquote serious moviegoer, and they've done a good job of putting in some newer categories, trying to make it a little bit more relevant, some more fun. And Conan, I don't know if you're watching this or not, but you blew it out of the water, my friend. Absolutely amazing. No complaints on you at all whatsoever. So
Yeah.
that's just, as far as the beginning of the show, how I felt about the show, that's where I'm going to leave it. Jordan, what were your thoughts on it? I know you got here just a little bit late, and unfortunately we weren't able to rewind it, but I know you had a chance to catch up
Yeah.
on some of the stuff. So,
Yeah, I'm not really like even though I love movies as much as I do, I've never been super into the Oscars. I'm not gonna lie, I've always thought it was a little silly to a degree. Just not completely as a whole, but like how much I trust the Academy is just I don't know.
sure.
I kind of do now that I have more insight on like when that presenter came up, who's like the head of the Academy. I
Right.
can't remember her name, but she was like, "There's 11,000 members or something like that."
Yeah,
and
it's
I'm
a
like,
lot.
Jesus, that is a lot. So I just have to hope that they're all watching the movies.
Yeah.
Is the only thing that I'm still not sure about. Are they all?
Sure.
Are they watching all the movies? I don't know. I've heard a lot of conflicted things.
Sure.
But it's a diverse academy of like actors, producers, writers, sound, everybody in the film industry, and so that was nice to know. And maybe I will tune in the Oscars more so in the future. And really, it's just for fun at the end of the day,
Yeah.
either way. So even
I
though
don't base my decisions on if it won an
exactly,
Academy Award
like,
or not.
even though it is about the more serious movies,
Mm-hmm.
it's still an award show,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't take it too serious. Like for the best, for everybody's best, like it's best to just not take it too seriously and
Sure.
just, enjoy it for it's an entertainment show.
Yeah.
But I thought it was cool. I was really happy to see Aunt Gladys, Amy Madigan win
Yeah.
Best Supporting Actress. I was rooting for her, and I was rooting for horror to finally get some recognition at the Oscars. So
Yeah.
that was great. And her performance was amazing. Like she deserved that win. So I'm super happy for her. I think she kind of swept awards season a little bit at the Golden Globes too. And I'll have to check, but I'm pretty sure she did well this award season with Aunt Gladys. So I loved Weapons. That was one of my favorite movies of last year. So I love the rewatching the intro and then the Amy Madigan win.
So she didn't win Golden Globes, but
Okay.
she won at the Actor Awards,
The SAG
SAG
Awards.
Awards.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice. So I'm happy for her. It was really cool to see the first ever female cinematographer win for best cinematographer, best DP. It's a crazy. The Oscars has been going on since like
We're almost at 100 years. This was the 98th,
Yeah.
98th Oscars.
so like since almost the 20s, I guess.
Yeah.
And this is the first time a director of photography who has won as a woman.
Yep.
For Sinners, and she absolutely deserved that.
Autumn Durand Arcapa.
She seems super cool, and I
Yeah.
mean it's a beautifully shot movie, so I think she
Yeah.
definitely deserved
I
it.
was going to say male, female, whatever.
Yeah, I mean-
Whoever shot that movie should have won that, period.
Yeah, and if you watch some of the behind the scenes stuff too, you can tell like she's definitely one to look out for. For her upcoming projects and whatnot. She was great, so I was really happy to see that. I guess it was interesting they added casting to the
Yeah.
award mix.
I love it.
I don't really know what to do with it yet, but I'm like, okay, that's cool. I mean, at this point, they just need to maybe keep adding more awards.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that opens the door for like, okay, if you're gonna have casting, then you need to include X, Y, Z. Like,
Sure.
there's so many people behind these gigantic, multi-million, nearing billion-dollar movies.
Yeah.
Like, there should be probably more categories. So it's good to see people of different departments getting recognition too. I believe that was One Battle After Another, the casting director for that.
That it was.
And so but yeah, I was, again, I haven't seen all the Oscars movie. This is the most Oscars movies I've seen in a while. I saw Sentimental Value.
Yeah, so tell them about what you've been doing with the movies, like actually watching them at the movie theater.
Yeah, so Regal's been like, they did like, before the Oscars, every day they'd put out one of the Oscar contenders for the movie. And so I saw Sentimental Value in theaters a few days ago, which I loved. That was the international film winner, Sentimental Value, Norwegian film.
Yep.
With Stellan Skarsgård.
Yep, that's it.
Ooh. You okay? And then I saw Frankenstein the day of. I saw that yesterday,
That's right.
right before the Oscars, and loved it. It is amazing. I'm glad that it won as many awards as it did too. It definitely collected quite a few awards. I know for I think set design. Um, what else? Did it? I think hair. I think makeup for sure.
I think it was makeup, set design. I can't remember the other one, but it had 3 wins.
Yeah. So I'm really
Yeah.
happy. It's a great movie. So one I didn't see, obviously the big one is One Battle After Another. I didn't see it, and it
Which I just saw that this weekend.
yeah, it collected six, I believe,
Hmm.
including Best Picture, Best Director, Best Screenplay, like all the big ones. So the bar's really high now for when I watch it, because I do want that is one I want to watch. I just didn't get around to it, but I don't know. I have a hard time believing maybe it deserved all that, but we'll see. I haven't seen it.
Kind of like that movie last year,
Anora. I
Anora.
haven't seen. I still haven't seen it. A
Yeah.
year later, I still haven't seen
I
it.
honestly have no plans to
I
see
really
it.
want to see Anora. I've wanted to see it like for 2 years now and just haven't. But I'm just a slow movie watcher, and so that's got a really high bar now. So I got to sit down and watch that and see. I'm very like to all of Paul Thomas Anderson's movies. Like
Yeah.
I don't.
I like him. I don't
So we'll
love him. To
see.
me, he is very much like Darren Aronofsky. Like I'm not saying they're the same kind of filmmaker, but I am not rushing to see their films. I feel like
Yeah.
people get very like Paul Thomas Anderson, Darren Aronofsky. Like I got to see it. It's going to be this cinematic masterpiece, and I'm just like, they're granted, that's why we have like different award shows, right? Like I don't even
Hmm.
know if they still even do the MTV Movie Awards, and I'm not trying to compare it to that. Like Paul Thomas Anderson does make good movies. I will say this: like One Battle After Another is a good film. Is it a great film? Do I think it's better than Sinners? No, no, I
Hmm.
do not. That's just my opinion. But he's also put out a lot of great films, and he's well respected. And I get that. And we're not here to trash on anyone's thing. We just, we have the stuff that we like and love, and some stuff that we don't. Even with, Darren Aronofsky, like there's some stuff that he did, like Black Swan. Like I like it.
Hmm.
Is it rewatchable? Is it like every time it's on TV, I'm gonna watch it? You know what I mean? Like, no,
If
got to
you're
be
a
in the mood.
girl, yes.
Yeah, well, maybe, yeah.
I don't know what, but like it's very, yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, it's just one of those things. Like a lot of their films, you really have to be in the mood for. And
yeah,
I mean, I'm glad that a lot of other films, like for instance, F1, got a little bit more
yeah. I
recognition than
think
it
they got
should have.
sound
They
design,
did. They
which is
got they got
cool.
best sound, and that's a big thing. I'm not trying to take anything away from it. I do think it was PTA's time, and this was a great ensemble cast. The performances in this movie are fantastic. Story wise, I thought it was pretty good. I will say I thought the score was not great. It was very,
Oh, to one battle after another.
yeah, it was very Birdman like, a lot of just like weird experimental
Hate Birdman.
jazz.
Let me just say, I hate Birdman.
I,
Sorry.
I know you
I
do.
honestly, I'm not sorry for who that offended.
I know you do.
Oh, that movie's insufferable.
But it's to me, it's very similar soundtracks, and yes, there's actually actual songs in One Battle After Another, but a lot of it, like the scenes that build and build, it's just like trumpets and like random drums, and right, and it's not even like I'm like, are they practicing? Are they warming up? Like, are we getting to the actual
Yeah,
song?
it's that little
That was pretty good, actually.
that niche of jazz.
Yeah, I was just like, it sounds like a jazz band warming up, in my opinion, like before they're actually getting
Yeah,
ready to go.
and I
So,
love jazz.
and that's the thing,
I love
big fans of
jazz,
jazz.
but it's kind of I'm sensing that it's becoming a really trendy thing
Hmm.
for the award-winning going movies.
Yeah,
Like they're like, let's use a jazzy soundtrack because it's
right.
very like meta and jazz can mean anything.
Yeah,
Mm, maybe let's stop doing for
yeah,
certain movies. It's great, it fits,
yeah,
but maybe we don't. Let's not ruin jazz like by throwing it in everything all the time. Let's not make it old. I'm scared of it. Like, ugh, I don't want
yeah,
because there. I do love a lot of movies that have like a jazzy soundtrack, or have
yeah,
or not soundtrack but score or whatever. But if everybody starts trying to hop on that train,
Right.
it's just not going to make sense.
And
You
one of
don't
my
need that to
yeah,
have an award-winning movie.
exactly. One of my favorite soundtracks is the Boogie Nights soundtrack because it's the 70s and embodies the 70s. And this one, I forget the time period. It's like 2000s ish because there's
Yeah.
cell phones and stuff like that. That they could have just, not saying obviously do the 70s soundtrack from Boogie Nights, but they could have just done regular songs, not just done the.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So, I digress. We always try to stay positive, but we're also going to call them like we see them. So, really, honestly, congrats to Paul Thomas Anderson. Again, the performances are absolutely stunning. Not surprised that Sean Penn won Best Supporting Actor. He is phenomenal in the movie.
See,
And again, there's no bad performances in the film, and it's not a bad film. I just would have.
it would have been more satisfying if
I would have
something else
picked
would've won.
something
Sinners
else,
or
Sinners or not even Sinners, whether if it's Secret Agent, something like that. So just to keep it moving out there, it was a big night for horror. My one gripe is that Weapons should have been nominated for more than what it was.
I
don't
think so too. What
I don't
the
think
hell?
I don't think
Like,
Weapons got the love it should have during award season, for the exception of our girl who won Best Supporting Actress, Amy Madigan, who is great. But besides that, they weren't throwing awards at this thing. At the
that
end of the day, even though I want to say I get it, horror did get a lot of love between at least the one win for Weapons. 3 wins for Frankenstein, 4 wins for Sinners. The most,
yeah.
that's 8 Academy Awards, most in a single night for horror in Oscars history. And when you go back to the horror history of the Oscars, of stuff that's won,
Like
I
The
wouldn't say,
Exorcist, and like they're
Exorcist,
like
Rosemary's Baby,
slower.
right. But, even though Misery,
Oh yeah,
she won, our girl,
Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates is great. I'm talking like gore, some
Right.
blood and guts, like Silence of the Lambs. I don't consider horror. Like I don't.
It's more psychological
Right.
thriller
So,
stuff.
yes. Yeah. I don't put psychological thrillers in the same category as horror, like the Golden Globes do when they have the stupidest category ever,
Comedies.
best comedy / musical. Which please do away with that, and we will get to that in a little bit. But God, honestly, that category drives me nuts every time I see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So, besides that, there wasn't really any big shockers or any true disappointments. I mean, there were a lot of heavyweights going at it,
Yeah.
plain and simple. Michael B. Jordan, well
Yeah.
deserved.
So very happy for him.
Playing twins and all earned. Been a fan of his since I seen him on The Wire. He's just outstanding. And I probably would have been really, really upset. Nothing against
Yeah.
Leo. I love Leo. It's very, very hard. Leo does not give me a bad performance ever. But we also got to share it a little bit. Even though Leo's only won one, still, it's just one of those things. Congrats to Michael B. Jordan. And literally, congrats to all the winners. Just congrats to everybody that was even nominated. I mean, you will forever have your name as Academy Award nominee.
Yeah.
Even if it's not winner, Academy Award nominee, not many of us can say that in our lifetime. So just to be nominated is a blessing. So congrats to all the winners and everyone that was nominated. And really, Conan knocked it out of the park. Wasn't too political. It was even keel. The vibes were good. You can tell people are having a good time, for the exception of Timothée Chalamet.
I mean, he looked like he doesn't care.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It definitely, Marty Supreme did not do so well, but we wish ill
Yeah,
on, we
Marty
wish ill on no
Supreme
one.
was nominated a lot this award season, but won nothing.
Well, he got Best Actor and
Oh yeah, he did. Was it the SAG maybe?
no, Golden Globes
Golden Globes.
for comedy / musical. Again, that category.
So it's barely a comedy. I'm like,
And then, that's the
Oh.
thing. One battle after another, even though it's labeled as a black comedy. And I feel like movies do that specifically for the Golden Globes because of this ridiculous category. Because if you're not a drama, and if you have at least 1 or 2 scenes where you might laugh a little bit, and there's a couple scenes where you're kind of like,
right.
but
'Cause
it's
the
not,
Emmys-
it's not old school. It's
the
not Wedding
Emmys does
Crashers.
that with the Emmys does that with comedies too. They put the bear in comedies. I'm like, yes, it definitely has its funny moments,
Right.
but I'm like, I don't feel like that's the predominant
No.
genre there.
No.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
stop doing this. Like, either do a category for each one, or at least split it up to something reasonable. Like, do action/comedy. Like, comedy/musical. How many musicals do you see winning awards or even up every year? I mean, yeah, we get a couple here and there. I know Wicked's been crushing it, but you're literally putting one musical up against movies that aren't even really supposed to be classified as comedies, but they do that so they don't have to go under best drama, which is the serious
Yeah.
films. So because even when I was looking it up today, I was like, let me just see like what One Battle After Another is labeled as, and it's like, oh, a dark black comedy. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not at all. So yeah, I don't get it. This is our gripe. This will probably be a clip here, but especially Golden Globes and Emmys, stop doing that. It's very annoying. And on top of that too, while I'm at it, why are you going to do, Best Picture comedy/musical and then drama, and then Best Actor and then Best Actress, but then for Best Supporting Actor or Best Actress, you just lump them all up together. There's no Best Supporting Actress comedy at the Golden Globes.
Oh.
Or Best Supporting Actress drama. They're all, and I mean, I might need to double check it, but according to this, I didn't see one in there. They just lump them all together. If you're going to do that, then you might as well just separate it.
I don't know. That's what, like, awards season is silly. It's silly. It's just, whatever. But yeah, I mean, to go back to the whole Timothée Chalamet thing.
Yeah, go into that.
She just needs to stop talking, and it'll be fine. Like, he's getting way too comfortable hearing himself talk too much, and it's really like it's not vibing with 2026 online culture, which is problematic as it is, but like also just don't, like, I feel like that whole Oscar ballet comment he made was just like, he really should have fought harder to just keep that inside. Because, like, why would you say that out loud? Just keep it inside.
Unless you're just drinking and you're just like, forget it. But still, even at that point, you got to realize you're on camera.
And then, like, yeah, he said what he said. What bothers me even more than that was that it's been weeks and he hasn't said anything else about it. Like, he hasn't, like, clarified himself.
His publicist is probably like, forget it.
His publicist is probably so frustrated with him. Like,
yeah.
Because his vibe is totally different now than when he was our sweet little, like, indie Timmy, like, call me by your name
Timmy.
and
Dune Timmy.
I will mourn that forever. But yeah, like, kind of Dune Timmy. But I think if he just clarified himself, because it's very possible that, like, he just didn't say what he was trying to say, like, right. Like, he just said something and it didn't come out right. Mm-hmm. But, okay, you should clarify yourself.
Yeah.
Because, again, you've made comments before that, you grew up backstage at the New York City Ballet. Your sister, your grandmother, your mother were all ballet dancers in the New York City Ballet. And, like, and
I
then,
could see him doing ballet.
And then to turn, he hasn't, but yeah. But he's, like, he's always, like, supported it. And then to say that and then say something about, like, oh, there goes my 14 cents of viewership. Like, why are you saying that? Just keep it to yourself. Like, his publicist is probably like, oh my God, like, please just stop. He's getting too comfortable, like, hearing himself talk all of a sudden. I think, like, he went a little bit method for Marty Supreme, and he said that.
Yeah.
And before he was not a method actor, like, I remember he said a while ago when he was Indie Timmy that, like, method acting, this is not an exact quote, but he was basically like, method acting is kind of like, you should be able to work and then not take it home with you and, like, have it affect people or, like, damage yourself.
Yeah.
Because I have a whole beef with method acting. We can talk about that another time. But, I mean, we get great performance out of it, but, like, at what cost?
Yeah.
And so I think he went a little method with Marty Supreme, which he said he did. Mm-hmm. And then he, like, there's his downfall. Like, he did what he said that he would probably never do. And now his head's just ginormous and...
Well, I mean,
he's got to just relax a little bit.
Yeah,
Stop talking so much.
Right.
Stop talking.
And I mean, for some people too, this was his third year in a row for what, a Best Actor nom?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's his third year in a row being nominated, whether if it's Best Actor or Best Supporting. So three, back to, and I'm not saying, hey, I'm going to have the biggest head on the planet. I would like to think that I'm still humble at the end of
Yeah,
the day.
you can be like
But
I earned this,
right,
which he was doing at first, and I was with him. Like
yeah,
when he was promoting Marty Supreme,
sure,
he was talking a lot about like being in the pursuit of greatness and
sure,
like I want to be one of the greats. Okay, that's great. That's very respectable. Like who doesn't want to be one of the greats in their creative field? But then it just like I don't know, transformed into something like not flattering for him.
he is with the Kardashians.
Yeah, which
Who knows? Who knows what's going on over there?
I don't even.
We're not saying
I don't have
anything.
any comments about that. Really, whatever.
Hey, they've never done anything to me. I'm not their
No,
biggest fan.
I don't give a
Yeah.
care.
But yeah, people they're
come
going
back
to do what they
Earth,
want to do.
Timothy. That's
Yeah.
all I want. Come back to
And
Earth.
I mean, that's the thing. We're not on a platform or a level where every single thing we say gets digested. Thank goodness.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the thing too. People got to realize is when you're at that level and you're speaking, and I mean, even if you're out in public, there's cameras everywhere. There's phones everywhere. And I mean, you got to just pretty much be in the comfort of your own home and in front of just a very tight knit of close friends and family to really, really talk about how you feel.
That's why
If it's not a popular opinion, because if you're not, it gets dissected down. I mean,
Absolutely.
heck, Redman said something. I think this was last year where he was like, "Me and Meth don't really hang out like that." He wasn't saying like they're not cool.
Oh yeah.
It's just like he was just like we don't like we're not texting every day.
Yeah.
I get it. Me and your godfather, Pisani, he's my best friend. But, we may text once a month. And that's the thing. Anything you say when you are a celebrity, no matter how big, it's going to get dissected and torn apart into pieces.
And it's just unfortunate for him that the comment that's happening to him is about the arts.
Yeah.
Like he just should have never said it because
yeah,
it just was a poor taste. And again, if he just should just clarify like, hey guys, like I'm sorry I said that. I did not mean it that way because I feel like it was just a thought he had that he just let slip out too quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But he's never gonna. I don't think he's ever going to confront it unless like maybe he's interviewed by some and he might not even answer.
And I would not say that they are dying arts. I mean, I'd say that they are two arts that it's definitely a selective taste.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I'm going to the ballet or the opera anytime soon. Will I go if there's like free tickets and I got nothing else to do on that night? Sure, I'll check it out. It's not really my cup of tea, but to say it's a dying art.
Comment.
Yeah, it was I wouldn't say poor taste. I mean, he was being honest. I mean, let's face it out there. We're not doing. We'll probably never ever do a podcast about the ballet or the opera at the end of the day, but.
We would never diminish its
exactly its value and
so.
Impact. Exactly. It's not our cup of tea, but it's still an art form that's honestly both have been around for ages.
Yeah.
For a long, long time. I mean, before the cameras were even rolling.
Yeah.
So as we get ready to wrap up, I know we talked about a few things there. As I mentioned with the Golden Globes, I hope eventually they get around to this, which the Golden Globes is really more like a party. I get it. I mean, I would definitely love, if I had to choose, like, which award show do you want to go to? It'd be the Golden Globes. It seems like everyone there is just having a good time, having a couple beverages. It is what it is. It is kind of a good, like, lead up to the Oscars as far as who's going to win. I mean, we had a lot of big winners as far as award season goes. Jessie Buckley. For Hamnet. I haven't seen that yet.
I haven't seen it. I really want to see that one.
Do you want to check it out?
Very, very sad.
Yeah, she won. She swept it. So she got Best Actress, Golden Globes, BAFTA, the Actor Awards, which it's going to be so weird. Like, they're always going to be the SAG Awards to me.
That's what whatever. Is it like HBO Max now? Like, it's called the Actor Awards instead of this, whatever. It's SAG After Awards. So.
And then the Oscars, as I mentioned earlier, Sean Penn, for the exception of Golden Globes, BAFTA, Actor Awards, Oscars. I am super happy for Tiana Taylor to get the Golden Globe for Best Supporting Actress. She did such a great job. I feel like she wasn't even acting. to be honest with you. And every, like, as I mentioned earlier, I was not trying to crap on PTA or the film or the cast or the movie or anything. You know, I just feel like Sinners should have got best movie, in my opinion. But I do feel like they did a good job though. Like Ryan winning for best original screenplay was
Yeah,
fantastic.
that was very
Um,
satisfying win.
yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I do feel like it was Paul Tom Anderson's time. Like he's put in work. Not saying that Ryan Coogler is not, but you know, you got to think with these academy types, and you don't know what the age ranges are and demographics. A lot of them may have been like, "Hey, you know, PTA's due. Ryan's going to be up here for the next 20
And
years."
same with Timothy.
Yeah,
Like
exactly,
they'll be there
exactly.
a while.
I mean, you know, and that's the thing too. If you know, if you want to compare Timothy to Leonardo, it's not like Leonardo had been crushing it at the awards either, and he's crushed damn near every single performance he's ever done. So, you know, Leo just got his first one, what, 7, 8 years ago
I
for
don't
The
know.
Remnant?
Oh, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I mean, he was already in the game for 30 years at that point, at least. Yeah, because he figured 95, well, 20 years. 20 years. So,
Yeah.
20 something years before his first Academy Award, and he keeps getting, you know, put up for Best Actor. And a lot of times has come super close. You know, when he lost for Wolf of Wall Street, it was to I always butcher his name.
Macaulay Culkin.
No, McConaughey.
I was like, what did he win?
No, but you know, but he won
Matthew
for Dallas
McConaughey.
Buyers Club, and his performance is great. But he also lost a ton of weight too. The
Method.
Academy, they love
They
voting
love
for
a they
people.
love a method actor.
They love it when they're like, "Oh man, this person gained 50, dropped 50." You know, ask Christian Bale. I don't know how y'all do it, but God bless you. That takes a lot of pride in your work and your lifestyle and everything else. But yeah, as we wrap up the episode, I thought it was a great award season. Not too many snubs. It's great to see more people get recognized. I really like best casting as a new category because casting of a film is incredibly important. You got to bring together an entire group of people and make the audience give a crap about the majority of them. Maybe not every single person on
Mm.
there,
Hmm.
and that's where I feel like with Sinners, like I gave a damn about every character that I saw. And I
Yeah,
mean, it could have been neck and neck as far as best casting
it
because,
probably was.
you know, you of course you care about Leo and Del Toro and everybody else. And I mean, really, there's not, and there's some evil characters in One Battle After Another. You're just like, ugh. Whereas the evil character in Sinners, you're like, man, I'm kind of pulling for this guy too. Like, he makes sense.
Josh O'Connor?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I mean, when he's sitting there talking about like he's not free, you're not free, we're
Oh
not
yeah,
free,
yeah,
and his
yeah.
perspective
Sure.
as an Irishman, and going through all that too, like not as much as black people
Right,
by any
right.
means, but just the rationale of listen, you become a vampire, and then you can be free,
Yeah,
and nobody can tell you what to
that's
do.
true.
So, and that's the thing. They're both very very good films. I definitely will choose Sinners all day over One Battle After Another, but that's just my personal choice. I am a big fan of horror.
Hmm.
The story's great, the visuals are great. Like I said, One Battle After Another, that soundtrack, man, that thing was killing me. I was texting my daughter. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna get through this. If I hear some more drums in the background and a piano player doesn't sound like he knows what he's playing, and yeah, that Birdman jazz soundtrack just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah. I will say shout out to K-pop Demon
Ah,
Hunters for
yes,
song and animated film. They definitely deserve it. I mean,
yeah,
definitely like a revolutionary movie.
yeah,
Not only for Korean artists, but just for like I don't know, just a really cool movie. Like the title alone, and everybody was like, "What?
yeah,
K-pop Demon? Like, oh God, sounds horrible."
right,
And it
right,
took the world like nothing else. So I'm really happy for all the success for them too.
yeah.
Uh,
Netflix and Warner Brothers crushed it. I wonder if Warner Brothers is
yeah,
pissed that they sold like before the Oscars, but maybe they were like, "Gosh, if we don't win hardly anything, we
yeah,
should sell now."
yeah,
But I think they probably their value would have gone up if they would have held out till
yeah.
after the Academy Awards. But we'll see what happens with this whole Paramount Netflix thing.
I love Sony animations. They're the best. But any snubs? I'm just gonna mention one snub like that's
Sure.
just fresh in my mind because I literally finished it today. But
Mm.
Begonia, um, mostly Jesse Plemons.
The fact he didn't get
He should
nominated
have been
is the
nominated
biggest
for
snub.
that. That was a
The
big
biggest snub.
snub. I mean, and Emma Stone was great in it too. It just was like a really standout role
Hmm.
for Jesse Plemons. I'm just really surprised like he
Yeah,
didn't get nominated for that.
I
He was
agree.
really good in that. The movie is crazy.
Wild.
And the last, I started it weeks ago and got to the last 30 minutes and then I forgot about it.
And that's like
The
what you need
last
to
30
watch.
minutes are absolutely insane.
Mm.
It's very outlandish. So I can get why maybe it didn't get a lot of Oscars recognition because I feel like a lot of people wouldn't get it.
Mm.
And I mean, even I don't get it, but I enjoyed it. Like, it's very strange. But I liked it for that. Like, you know, it's the kind of stuff that you don't ever see. So I liked it. But Begonia got snubbed and Jesse Plemons for sure. That's crazy to me. He didn't get nominated for anything. Um, that's all off the top of my head based on stuff that I've
So
watched.
while you say that, Jesse Plemons, love you, buddy. Love you since Friday Night Lights. Everything else you've been in has been fantastic. I agree. I agree so much. And as much as I love Benicio del Toro, I was surprised he was nominated for Best Supporting Actor. He is in One Battle After Another for like a total of 14 minutes.
See, that's crazy. Something absolutely
Wild.
revolutionary should have happened then.
Wild.
Did it?
And it's not, no, it's like he's funny. Like this is where a little bit of the comedy comes in. It's really him and Leo and him. But it's not like, it's not a heavily quotable
That's
thing or
crazy.
something I'm going to remember forever. And again, Benicio,
Right,
Wepa,
right.
Puerto Rico, papi, love you. Um, yeah, that was just wild, wild for me. So, who would you take off the list then to put Jesse Plemons in? Because
Well,
right now the top five: Michael B. Jordan, Chalamet, Leo. Then we got Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon, and then Wagner Mora. Or should they have added a sixth person on there?
I was gonna say the whole time, which I don't know if that's a bad thing, but I just kept noticing, like when they would be like, the nominees are. Da, 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 I always felt like there needed to be six,
Yeah.
like one more. I don't know if there should be. It's probably fine having five for each. Maybe not. I don't know. But I
Yeah.
just kept feeling like that's it. Every time they do a category, I'm like, oh, that's it. That's all who's nominated.
Yeah.
So I
But
would just,
if
I would
they,
like if they added a sixth, I guess.
but do you think they keep it at five so there's not a tie? Because we did get a tie last night too, which was
No.
wild. Which I didn't even know ties
No,
existed.
I don't think it would really. No,
Yeah, I'd like to see a six added.
because
Because
it's gonna,
they added 10 movies to Best Picture when it used to be 5 or 6.
yeah,
And that was just recently. That's within the last 5 years, I think.
yeah. So they should just add a little bit.
Because
more.
normally pictures like F1
I think they
wouldn't have
should.
been
I think they
nominated.
should at least add one more. Actually, now that we talk about it more, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I,
And you just, we don't want it to be a college football situation or like an NCAA bracket situation where it's like, we're going to throw 6 in this year, then we're going to throw 8 and then 12.
well, yeah.
Yeah, I think 6 is reasonable.
But five, if you think about it, like five, and that's it is just it's kind of crazy.
It's
Because the Oscars
wild.
encompasses like the globe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very North American centric for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But like, it's movies from all over the world too, especially for like the documentary, the shorts, obviously there's a whole international category, whatever. So I feel like that is kind of crazy that there's only 5 for those categories. Wow.
Yeah.
I would just add another one.
Yeah. Anything else? All right. On behalf of Sleepin' Lucy over here and our incredible sponsors, again, be sure to check out our website, zdnpodcast.com. Oh, you can vote for us at the Triads Best Awards right here in Greensboro, North Carolina. Took a little screenshot. You can go to vote.thetriadsbest.com. Vote for us for Best Podcast, Best Trivia Night, and Best Video Production Company for Our Venus.
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
yeah, a lot of great stuff. And if you need any video production work, be sure to hit up Jordan at Our Venus, or you can just reach out to us at zdnpodcast.com, do the Contact Us form. She did our videos for O2 Fitness, our videos for all of our trivia and theme nights. Molten, you got a bunch of stuff coming up.
Yeah, make sure you support Molten Makerspace. It's a makerspace in High Point where you do all the nerdy and cool stuff: gaming, flame working, candle making, woodworking, 3D printing. They do all the fun, nerdy, hands-on things. A lot of community engagement from Molten. So they launched a Kickstarter to fund their new space where they're double or tripling their size to just provide more fun, nerdy opportunities for everybody, um, and creative opportunities. So definitely go check out their Kickstarter. Yeah.
There you go. As always, on behalf of everyone at Zero Dark Nerdy, we love you. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. Have a safe and happy St. Patrick's Day. And we'll see you next time. Bye.